11. Friends don't lie.
Stop it! You're freaking her out!
She's freaking me out! The upside down.
Do you understand what he's talking about?
No. I found the chocolate pudding!
Oh God, please tell me it's not the kid.
I need you to hide!
Mornings are for coffee and contemplation.
Holy shit.
Welcome back. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Stranger Things. This time it's episode 2 of season 4, chapter 2, Vecna's Curse.
I put a curse on you.
And now you're mine.
Oh, we didn't even plan that.
Mixing metaphors. We are rewatching every episode of Stranger Things. We're almost done now in anticipation of season 5 of Stranger Things dropping on November the 26th, which is the Thanksgiving.
The day before Thanksgiving.
The day before.
Yeah. Pre-giving.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why that sounded inappropriate to me.
We're stuffing the turkey on pre-giving.
I'm just cooked, I guess. Big holiday events. I think the episodes drop at 8 p.m. each of those nights. So Christmas, New Year's Day, New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and then the day before Thanksgiving, 8 p.m. So we're going to be watching and recording all throughout the major holidays here in America. Our families are pleased. Thank you, Netflix. We've covered all of this stuff before. If you've been listening to the show for a long time, you know that. So there's a fun segment at the end where we call it Step Into the Nina.
Come into the Nina with me.
Which, if you're watching for the first time, is starting to make sense why we call the segment that.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people, there's got to be at least 2 were like, who is Nina?
Yeah, when does she... Is there a Nina in the show?
What is going on here?
Nina Simone?
So that's the idea behind all this. It's been really fun. I'm enjoying it. And now Steve and I are watching season 4 for the first time since it originally debuted.
Yeah.
So that's been really interesting. We'll talk about our overall thoughts, do a scene-by-scene, play-by-play recap of the episode, then talk about our favorite moments, all the Easter eggs, all kinds of fun stuff like that.
And this is a rewatch, just to really hammer that home. So this is for people who have already seen the show up through season 4. We won't try to be spoilery, but it might come out.
Yeah, there might be a light spoiler or 2 here and there.
Hither and yon.
You have been warned and measured and found wanting. We're just mixing everything today. Who cares?
Yeah, we're throwing everything
I made cake.
Andy did, and he made shitty. So he calls me the other day. No, I'm not
shitty.
I'm not being a dick. He called me the other day. And we're, I forget what I was doing. I was driving around and he's like, I made some lemon cake. I really don't like it that much. I mean, it's good. The flavor's good, but the texture's awful. It's way too hard. I don't know what I did. I followed the recipe exactly. And we talk about his lemon cake for a good 15 minutes, probably 20.
15, 20 lemon cake.
Yeah. Yeah. Fast forward a couple days later, he's like, sorry, I'm late. I was grabbing you guys some of that lemon cake. And I was like, I don't want your shitty lemon cake. Sorry, I'm running late. I had to grab you some of this dog shit cake I made.
You know what? Don't get none. You can have a bite.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just one bite. Give it back. You took your bite. That's what's going on here. Steve, lead us. Don't we have to do a MadLib?
We do. It's time for the MadLibs. And we got a very special MadLib happening today.
Ooh.
Last week, we had gone through all of the official Stranger Things MadLibs. And
for the second time.
Lamenting having to go back to the 1980s MadLibs because that doesn't seem to be as fun. So one of our intrepid listeners on Discord, Jim, he mailed us a Dungeons and Dragons themed MadLibs.
Nice.
So we are going to do that one today.
That's fun.
Are you boys ready?
I am ready. Are
So
you ready?
ready.
Okay.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Andrew, I need a verb past tense.
Basted.
Kit, can I have an animal plural?
Giraffes.
Andy, can I have a verb?
Glaze.
Kit, can I have an adjective?
Crunchy.
Andy, hit me with that plural noun.
Testicles.
Kit, hit your boy with another animal.
What's Timon of Timon and
A
Pumbaa?
warthog?
No, that's Pumbaa.
Oh, a meerkat.
Meerkat. I got so offended.
Not all animals look the same, Steve. Andy, can I have a verb ending in ing?
Fluffing.
Which is the opposite of what your lemon cakes are doing.
Kit, can I have a part of the body plural?
Tongues.
Andy, can I have an adjective?
Extraordinary.
Kit, give me a place plural. I don't know if we've ever gotten that one before.
Streets. as opposed to sheets.
Andy, can I have a pronoun?
Underpants.
Adjective, Kit.
Tight.
Andy, hit me with a verb ending in ing.
We're getting a lot of specific verbs. It's not just hit me with a verb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's past tense, ing.
Popping.
Popping?
Popping.
Like popping and locking?
Exactly.
Kit, can I have an adjective?
Caked up.
Here we go, Andrew. Verb. Ask and ye shall receive.
Like the infinitive?
Yeah, just
To
verb.
be.
To be?
Sure.
Okay.
It might just be being or be.
I think it would be B. Kit, can I have an adverb?
Merrily, as in we roll along.
Down a stream, one would say, maybe. And last but certainly not least, Andy, can you give me an exclamation?
Bob Saget.
The Aristocrats. And thus concludes the Mad Lib that you can listen to at the very end of this episode, titled Adventure Awaits.
Ooh. Let's see how it goes. Our very first D&D Mad Lib. So stay tuned to see how that fucking went. Chapter 2, Vecna's Curse. Overall thoughts. What was it like revisiting? What do you think? How are things going? Andy.
I think that this is a really good episode. It does a lot of setup. I think it's maybe overly long. I felt the runtime as I was watching it. However, in going back over it in my head, I could not come up with anything that stood out as like they could have trimmed this. So maybe it just justified its runtime and it's just needed to be a long episode, you know? I think that this is one of those episodes that like it's great despite not doing anything super great itself, like on its own. It's just great at making me want more. And so I'm set up. I'm ready. Happy, thank you, more please.
Happy, thank you, more please.
Yes.
I would agree with that. I think this is a good episode. I think it successfully carries the momentum from the previous episode. I really like the vibes of it in that it's very unique to Stranger Things so far because we've seen like some pretty wild and crazy shit happen. But this episode really sort of views the killing of Chrissy through the lens of the town. And so it becomes sort of like partially a murder documentary. It has that vibe where like you got Powell, who's now the police chief, and that's a real interesting turn of events for that character. But, you know, like, is the new police chief up to the challenge? And like the town's finally waking up to there's something fucked up going on in this town. And that's really cool. And I really like that spin on things. It makes it feel fresh and new. And it really sells the gravity of the threat that Vecna plays in this world. And I think they're doing exceptionally well. The thing that works the least for me is the Will Mike 11 of it all. I've been trying to think about this a lot ever since I watched this episode, because I get what they're doing. Like the 80s bullies, your Angelas and troop, like they're so goddamn much. They're a lot. But that doesn't bother me because I know what they're doing. You know, that's just how 80s bullies were, and they're just psychopaths, right? You gotta have to roll with it. But something about the way that Mike and Will and 11 are sort of like interacting, like feels really stilted and off. And that's intentional because Mike and 11 have been separated for so long, and they're telling that story about like how is this long distance relationship affecting them. But still, there are a couple of things that happen. I'm just like, come on, guys. Like, what was your plan? What did you think was happening? You made that painting for Mike, and then you thought he would show up, be like, 11 pie faces her, and like my man. Like I'm just like, think it through, buddy. The Russian stuff is really interesting. I like the pairing of Dustin and Max. I think that's super. We haven't really gotten that pairing before, and that's neat. It's not as fun as like a Steve and Dustin, but it's a relationship born out of necessity because I think at one point, I don't know if it was Dustin that said this or I just thought it, where it was like, oh, that's cute that she went to Dustin first, but like really like later on in the conversation, like, well, Steve's not answering, Nancy's not answering, Lucas isn't around. And it just became obvious Dustin was the last person on her list to call. So that's funny. But like Andy said, I don't know if there's anything that really like pops out as like, oh, this is an amazing moment, but it's a lot of good that really carries the momentum forward for the season and makes me want to see the next episode. Kit, what about you?
I really don't like this episode. I thought it was really rough. And for all the reasons Steve said, I think it just bothered me more. I think that the family video stuff is like cool. Mm-hmm. And the Hopper stuff that we get, even though like I think the reveal of what Hopper did and what happened there is actually incredibly lame.
He fell over the side.
Like we talked about this last week because we couldn't remember, and I said I wanted him to go through the gate,
like before it closed.
and Steve was like, I think he did, and I remember I listened back to it, and I was like, oh, I don't think so. You know what I mean? He did not.
No, he did not.
He just jumps down there. And it doesn't make any sense. If you rewatch the finale of season 3, the American troops stormed that area almost immediately.
Yeah.
But everyone's gone.
But then when you see what happened, the Russians are just down there like, well. And it's
Look what the cat dragged in.
It's like,
when and where did this happen?
Jim Hopper, you son of a bitch.
So that's dumb. All of the L stuff is so exhausting to me.
Yeah,
I can't.
I agree.
They put all these stupid fucking wigs on her. Stop. She looks goofy.
I like the hair because she looks like
Stop.
Joyce. I think it's cute.
The idea is cute,
Yeah.
but like in actuality, it just looks like Millie Bobby Brown in a ridiculous wig, right? Like, and it's badly acted. Their interactions are all rough. What the
Yeah.
fuck is Will doing? You're pissing me off. Mike's like, this sociopathic lady comes up and like gets really hostile at Elle, and Elle gets extremely uncomfortable. Will gets extremely uncomfortable. Then this fucking dude grabs her milkshake in this like really hostile way.
Yeah.
And Mike's just like, oh, guess those are your friends.
Yeah.
Like you have to be the most oblivious piece of shit of all time to not pick up the vibes here, dude. And like if you look at Mike in that scene, he's in the background and he literally goes, and, and starts like eating. It's like, you're terrible.
When she beats her with the roller skate, like for me, I feel like Mike would have been like, hell yeah, girl.
Exactly.
Get her ass. But
Exactly.
instead it's like, what did you do, you fucking idiot? And it's like, I don't know. Like it feels really not in character, especially for like Mike, who's so ride or die for 11.
Yeah.
And he just obviously watched these people be horrible to her. And he of all people knows what that feels like.
Right.
And so to me, it's just, I feel like he should have been like, yeah, let's go 11. Let's get out of here. Like, glad someone did it.
Yeah. When I thought I was going to be like a pariah for this, but like when she hits her with the skate, which is very violent. I like it so much. I get so happy. And so then the reaction being like, oh, what did you do? Makes me hate the episode even more. And like I double down on that. And I get it. It's so ridiculous because it's a big Carrie reference. But it's just still, it's so ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everyone in this town is awful. They're all just, you know what I mean? And I remember we made
Like that DJ's a paid person who DJs at the roller rink. Is like,
yeah.
oh, you want to bully a kid?
the snitch, which she didn't even snitch, right? Like
she didn't.
A lot of it bothers me so much.
Snitches
and
get stitches, but also people who don't snitch also get stitches.
everyone getting
Yeah.
stitches here.
Everyone's all stitches all the way down.
You guys are just a couple of Brenners. You're all about this child violence. I love it.
Yeah, well, just in that sense that, hey, if bullies get got, and I like that, you know? Yeah, she went a little too far. Guess who's never going to bully again, you know?
Maybe.
I wish she'd have used her fist because then it's less of a charge.
Wish she had used an ice skate.
And I am glad it's not an ice skate. Exactly. Don't worry. They're made of plastic. It's like a soft
Yeah.
plastic.
I think in our original coverage, I think we
Supported the
I know I
violence.
specifically was like, get her ass 11, get her. Like,
Well, on this rewatch, I realized I think what bothers me so much about it is it doesn't seem true to the character, right?
which part?
11 taking it like a bitch for so long.
And then last year,
11 has murdered 15 people or so, right?
at least.
She has been through a hell that 99% of children could not fathom. She's so far removed from Angela and what she thinks would be hurtful, right? And so the idea that Elle would just be so sheepish and embarrassed and
Well, she feels neutered. I think this is a big part of her character growth.
Oh, because she doesn't have her powers. Sure.
She's never not been there before, so she doesn't know how to deal with any of this shit.
she's
So-
still like from the streets, you know what I mean? In a way that Angela can't fathom.
from the lab. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
They grow them different down there.
I think of like my cousins who don't have psychic powers, you know, but you don't want to make fun of their dead dad. You know what I mean? For sure. They're going to hurt you. I don't know. Does that make sense? Like,
It makes total sense because the California stuff, all of it does not work for me.
Like she's
up
from
to this point.
Hawkins.
Right?
You don't play.
No. No.
Now, all that is to say, love the show, had a good time with a lot of the stuff, but since I had to come up with something to say, I remember episode 1, I was like, oh my God, is this like the best show ever? And I feel like they immediately drop the ball. They take us away from Eddie, who might be the best character they've ever come up with for so long. There's so much stronger stuff in every other episode. Like episode 5, we do some like hardcore Scooby-Doo shit and like everything's so different and fun. And this is just them trying to get there, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But it's like some really awkward and like the whole Will stuff that everybody was really obsessed with. Like
the Will stuff gets way
it's
better
rough
later
on
in
a
the
rewatch
season,
right now.
But in the beginning, I don't think they start it really well.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when he has that painting that assumedly he's going to give to Mike, and then Mike shows up and is like, oh, 11. And he's like, oh, I won't give the painting. Like, what did you think it was going to do? Like, my man, you have to have a couple conversations. You had to know.
Yeah, he's like so puppy dog immediately.
Yeah. Like I understand like Will's not going to be the one that defends 11 at the Rinkorama.
Oh, that's what I didn't get to say. We made so much fun of Will just watching her get bullied that it was so comical to me that she's getting hardcore bullied. And then Mike's there like, you're right. There's nothing we can do. Go out there, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not letting my girlfriend get bullied by a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
You know?
Seriously.
What is going on right now?
Mike's concern is like, hey, DJ, that song ain't it.
Mike's so slow on the uptake. He's like, Will, I got to be honest with you. I don't think I like her friends.
When he finally
this a thing they
skates
do?
Oh,
out to try to help her, it's so funny.
Take your skates off, walk out
He
there.
looks like two twigs on a wheel. He's like wobbling his way out like, Elle, are you okay?
Well, I mean, I can't skate.
Well, he's Bambi
so
on ice.
I can't skate either, so that I would have had to take those off.
I can't either.
And I would have been the most mobile dude out there with my sneaks. You know
I
what I'm saying?
imagine that he put his skates on to go help. He's like, I'm coming.
Did they throw the milkshake at her yet? I'm almost ready.
God damn it, that thing was delicious. Those bastards.
I think like from your point of view, when I look back on this episode, I kind of put blinders to the California stuff and only think about what's going on with the people in Hawkins. Because all that stuff, I think, is really working for me.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah. And the Russia stuff is fun and new and interesting, even though it's a little clunky in how they get there. But like, yeah, the California stuff in this episode is
I enjoyed the Argyle and Jonathan hitting golf balls, smoking weed, and discussing their love lives. That was good time.
It's so interesting, though, and we'll get into it. I think we just need to get into the recap. But like my notes for overall thoughts were just that I only liked the Hopper stuff and maybe the family video stuff. That's literally what I said. And the bully scene is like absurd. So it kind of makes the whole episode kind of rough. But Jonathan's like unrecognizable now that he's high as a character.
Yeah.
You know? Completely unrecognizable character. I don't know. Any hoozle, let's get into it. This season does hit some gas in a big way soon, and there's a lot of stuff to love in this episode itself. You guys ready for the recap?
Yes.
so ready.
Let's do it after a brief break to hear from one of our sponsors. Gotcha. And we're back, and Netflix describes this episode thusly. A plane brings Mike to California, which is so fucking funny.
A choo-choo.
Is this an episode?
A big flying board in the sky brought Mike to California.
And a dead body brings Hawkins to a halt. Nancy goes looking for leads. A shaken Eddie tells the gang what he saw. Bum, bum, bum. So we start back at Hopper's disappearance. He runs and jumps down on the floor by the gate. He's alive. And then the title. Max gasps and wakes in her trailer. She just had a nightmare. She takes her Tylenol, of course. So that's not good. Cops are swarming Eddie's house. And the Munson boy's up to no good again, they say, right? Everybody's always judging that Munson boy.
What's her mom's name? I forget.
I don't know.
Max's
Nicole?
But yeah, she was the one that's like that Munson boy, always playing that D&D, reading
Because she's
The
from
Hobbit.
the suburbs, and so she'd be more judgy of the trailer park Eddie. Uncle Munson is who called the police. We find out later that Eddie took off right away.
Dude, imagine being Uncle
Wayne?
Munson Wayne.
I know,
Holy
dude.
shit.
Hey, buddy, I'm home. I got McDonald's. What the fuck?
I've never seen that girl in
Never
my
seen that
life.
girl. I don't know who she is. I don't know what she's doing in there.
I'll be honest, she's twisted up like a pretzel.
She dressed up like a cheerleader. I think
Eddie
she was trying to
said-
practice her moves.
Eddie told me he was doing that to ladies. I didn't know he meant literally. All right, first and foremost. I gave him a high five. That is not what I was supporting.
Put that on record.
I said, hell yeah. And I didn't know that's what he meant.
I would have said hell no.
That's right. Powell and Callahan show up, and PNC are shocked at the twisted body of Chrissy. It should be, it's PNC because P's the captain.
Yeah. Police chief.
Chief. That's what I meant.
You know what? I gotta throw this out here. I completely forgot that they made Powell chief of police. So on this
As they
rewatch,
should.
when he popped up, I'm like, okay, great choice out of the two that they had.
Yeah.
Love that.
For sure.
And you know what?
Or Flo could have been a good chief.
Oh,
You imagine Chief Flo?
Flo would have been like, it's Vecna. Let's get his ass. He's in the Creel house.
And Max took a peek at Chrissy's dead body, and she's like, oh my God, that is not good. That is not a normal murder looking thing, I don't think. The cops are like dusting the crime scene, and we find out that Powell is the chief now. He calls the government, like the lab peoples. Don't know if it's Owens, don't know if it's Lieutenant Colonel. Maybe it's both. The government is listening to his call. We know that. As usual, they keep tabs on Hawkins.
How could someone even do something like this?
Mike shows up in California to visit, and immediately he gets the flowers to Elle, and it says to Elle from Mike. She's immediately disappointed. That's some Buster shit. That's some Buster shit, guys. You give your lady a gift, and it just says from ya boy. Friends for like I fuck with my wife sometimes. Like she'll be in the kitchen, she'll be like chilling, and I haven't seen her in a while. I'll go, "What's up, friend?" And I do that on purpose. And it always annoys her.
Oh, really?
She's like, oh, hey, buddy. It's just like a thing.
Nothing much, chief.
But that's Mike doing that obliviously, you know? What's up, bro? Gives her knucks. Hasn't seen her in 6 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My dude. Will brought Mike a painting, but does not give it to him. Oh, it's just a little old something. Don't worry about it. I don't even know why I brought it.
Yeah, honestly, I just thought the airport needed some more art.
I immediately bitched out on giving you this thing I worked out on for 6 months.
Well, that hug was awkward as fuck.
Yeah, it was.
You know?
Which hug? Him and Will?
Yeah.
And
Will comes running up. He's got a big grin, shit-eating grin. He goes for the double arm, and he doesn't even get a full half arm, man. He gets a fucking pat on the shoulder.
Can I just say, there's been a lot said about Will the last couple episodes. I still ride or die with Will, and let me tell you this, Will, right now. I know you're listening. You can do so much better than Mike Wheeler, my boy. Move on from that.
Oh,
he
for
is
sure.
toxic for you, baby. Go out there.
You're in
find someone
California.
You're in California. Go live your life to the fullest and find who you are, because it ain't with Mike Wheeler. You
know-
deserve better.
I wish they all could be California girls. So I assume some of the guys are good.
Yeah,
You know?
you would have to.
Mike meets Argyle, which is great. That's the part I love about the scene the most. Because he does the thing where it looks like he's hugging him, but he's checking the tag.
Ocean Pacific shirt, man. That's pretty good.
And Mike's like, why are you hugging me? Oh, it's not Ocean Pacific.
it's a shitty
Don't worry.
knockoff.
I'll take you get some good Dougs, man. This is kind of awkward, man.
Love that beat where there's silence and he's like, heard a lot about your sister.
And Jonathan's so like dismayed. Like,
Argyle
is
is
my
such
only friend.
a welcome presence in all of these scenes.
For sure.
Because no matter how awkward or off-putting some of these scenes get, Argyle's there to like rate that ship home, brother.
Yeah, man. Burritos for breakfast. Mike is aghast. Out west, they do that. And the breakfast
Yeah.
burritos are amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus huevos rancheros.
Oh,
Honestly, the breakfast is top tier out west. Big fan.
absolutely.
But yeah, that's 11's plan. We're going to get burritos for breakfast. Just trust me. And then we're going to the Rinko Mania. Okay. Are your friends going to meet us there? And she's like, I think they're busy.
Yeah. And Will's like, sorry, hold on. Who'd you say your friends were?
What
Stacy
friends?
and Angela?
Yeah. Why did you pick like the most bully of the bullies?
You could have named any of the girls.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's awful.
Will might have bought it if you picked literally anyone else.
Yeah, whoever that girl that was sitting next to Will that was trying to like play footsie with him.
Sure.
Maybe if she dropped her name, she'd be like, I didn't know you guys hung out. That's cool though.
Yeah, she's a little horny, but that's fun.
Yeah.
That's not that that's fun. I'm just, never mind. Murray is also in California. The way the camera
That's
kind
a
of
fun little camera.
yeah
turn.
slides by. At first, I was like, "What are the odds?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, he's going to Joyce." It's actually that's fair. That's fair. He's going to 4819 Lonzo Way, where Joyce resides. Back in Hawkins, Robin is so stoked that Vicky laughed. And Steve's like, well, of course she laughed. It's because it's my joke, the Muppet thing. And it was fire. Everyone would laugh at that. But she rants about not being able to stop talking, ironically. And yeah, they talk about picking the morning movie. Mm-hmm. I always wanted to work at a video store.
Oh, that'd have been so fun.
Back in my addiction, I applied to Blockbuster. And they were already waning, you know, like
Yeah.
Redbox was out and shit. And they still didn't hire me. I went to 3 interviews and they said no.
Dang.
What are the odds? Like you're dying business. And I want to work here.
I'll do it for free.
All I do is get high and watch movies. I understand the first part bothers you.
But you will have a loyal employee for life.
That's right. And they said nay.
They're like, sir, this is the 3rd interview. You didn't even apply.
But I remember, you know, how cool would that be? Like picking the movie to put, because there was always a TV with a movie on it in those places. And that's what they're doing here. They choose Dr. Zhivago. I love you know my rule, no double VHS. Remember double VHS?
Fuck yeah, Titanic.
Yeah.
Titanic, Braveheart.
Yeah, true.
What else do we got? Is that it? There's not too many.
Dr. Zhivago.
Apparently Dr. Zhivago.
I want to say Saving Private Ryan.
No.
Not positive?
That ain't got no double VHS.
You sure?
I'm
I don't
almost
know.
positive.
I had that on DVD, so I don't know. I don't remember the
Oh,
VHS
look
for
at
that.
you.
Yeah, I was.
DVD.
It was the way of the future.
You got to approach. Wasn't DVD already out when Saving Private Ryan came out?
That's what I was saying. I got it. I got it. The DVD.
So if
DVD
we're
of it.
talking like late 90s, DVD's there, but there's still a lot of VHS. You know
DVD
what I'm
was
saying? I remember-
very late 90s because Matrix was like the big ad for the
Yeah.
new DVD format, and that was 99.
I had
Yeah.
a VHS collectible of Star Wars Phantom Menace, and that was a 99 movie, right?
Phantom Menace. Yeah.
So, yeah, still a thing.
Somebody got really annoyed with me in the Discord because I was like, when we were talking about speed, I think, and it was 1994, and I was like, video games were like beep, boop, beep, boop.
Oh yeah.
He was like, excuse me? What do you mean Final Fantasy fucking 6? You idiot. Idiot.
I mean, in your defense, there were video games that were beep boop beep boop.
But he's right. I mean, I was talking like mid 80s games, and 64 came out like a year later, you know, so that's fair. It was a fair
Mario
criticism. It's me.
It's a Mario time.
Waha.
I forgot to mention this last episode, but Vicky is that's Anne with an E, Amy Beth McNulty. If you guys ever watched Anne with an E, it's an Anne of Green Gables adaptation on Netflix.
Wasn't that the show that got canceled? Everybody was really upset about it being canceled.
I think so.
Yeah, I never watched it.
But we were, I was watching it and
Seems like Andy would love that show.
Green Gables?
yeah,
Okay.
Erica loves that show. It's so like she had been watching it and I'm like, that girl looks familiar. She's like, oh, that's because it's Anne with an E. You just watch that with me. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's why.
You knew that. You were just testing her.
I did. Yeah. If you're listening, Erica, you passed.
But Robin sells him on Dr. Zhivago, and then they see the dead body on the news. They're like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. We go to Benny's Burgers, which is like the drunk hangout for the jocks.
Sacrilege.
Oh, my poor Benny. Lucas is puking in the toilet. He's got a rough first hangover. We've all been there. But
Jason's like, first hangover always feels like you'll split in two, but you'll live.
they're also watching the news.
Oh, that's fun. Good call.
But they're also watching the news. Everybody in this town just watches. I like how Jason looks so like, did he take a shower at Benny's?
Dude, he packed cereal. Who does that? For a sleepover at fucking...
It looks like this is kind of an apartment
homeless.
for them.
Right, yeah, it's insane.
Oh, like they could just have spare clothes there and stuff.
Yeah.
How do they have power?
They find out that a student,
Yeah, how do they have power?
Benny's family's still paying the bill in remembrance.
That's fair. They light up the sign every Christmas.
Benny would have wanted his place to turn into an F shack
Yeah, this is definitely the F shack.
for the local basketball
Jason,
team.
I think, is closeted and he's hoping to score there. Because he's just giving weird vibes. Like he maybe.
Hey, Sinclair, you want a hug? You boys want to watch Thundercats? I love that lino.
But Jason finds out a student was murdered. That dude makes a shitty joke. Maybe Chrissy didn't stand you up after all. Hey, dude, not cool.
No, that guy's a psychopath.
And you know what that dude with the hat and the suit later, right?
Yeah, he's the worst one of all the basketball kids. You know what that character's name is?
Andy.
Dang.
It throws me off every time when after we're like, Andy's being a real monster, because our Andy's not at all
I disagree.
that. So
I think
wild.
it's exactly his role on this podcast.
Nailed it.
Andy is king of the monsters.
He says something, and then I'm the other guy that goes, hey, that's not cool, man. But then the cops pull up there. Uh-oh, we got busted drinking.
Oh, man.
But no, they're there to interrogate Jason.
Don't they have bigger fish to fry?
The dead body's boyfriend, right? Nancy and the paper crew are also watching the news. They're in the editor room like, oh, shit. And Fred, also a sociopath. I don't think anybody's going to care about this basketball game anymore. We need to pivot our story because it's the school paper.
Move it to page 3.
Yeah.
And Nancy has flashbacks about Barb.
Well, yeah, because the girl on the news is like, ever since that girl died a few years ago, this town has been F'd in the A. I'm sorry, I had to be said.
If only she had some good friends that could have watched out for her at a party, maybe.
I've been clamoring justice for that young lady.
All day, every day.
I wish there was an outlet for that. I could put like a pound sign in front of it and get everybody on board.
Pound sign justice for Barb.
I didn't like pound sign for Barb by itself. You got to put the justice in there. The devil lives in Hawkins, I'm telling you. But she asked Fred if he's up for a field trip. Apparently, they're allowed to just leave school to do reporting.
Hell yeah.
They're in the paper.
Is it school, though? I get the feeling it's the weekend.
Oh, why are they doing there?
I don't know. Because
spring breaks. Oh, spring break must have started.
Yeah.
So why are they all there in the paper?
Well, I imagine some
Show must go on, I guess.
They're so into journalism.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's like we have to hit the print by Monday. We got
For who?
we have deadlines.
There's no school. It's spring break.
Oh, they give the paper to the paper boy.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they even report on the game if it was the last day before spring break?
Oh, they'd have to report at the game.
To who?
To the constituents.
That's not the word. Doesn't a school paper only go and circulate at school?
Yes.
Most do, but maybe the Hawkins school, because Hawkins has that.
Some people actually subscribe is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. We get that upside down shot, though. That's cool as people gather around the crime scene at the trailer park.
That is an inspired shot.
And you said you liked it, but I think that lady should be fired. Is Chief Powell perhaps in over his head? Like, what does that mean? Come on. What kind of reporting is that?
I like the vibe of it because that's 100% real. Like, like here's a new police chief.
Oh, yeah.
There's a serial
power.
Every newscaster is going to be
back.
like, is the new chief also a black man ready to deal with this?
Yeah, that's the vibe I didn't like. But also, it's like the previous chief was a drug addict who did nothing until like very recently.
Yeah. But counter argument, he was white.
Yeah, that's how this town in Indiana would react, I guess. But it was such a weird thing for her to say. But Dustin and his mom are also watching the news, and Dustin's mom is not having it. My heart can't take it, which is true. This town is...
She's clutching too. She's like, we also lost a third member in this town.
That's right.
Justice for twos.
That's right.
I guess it'd be
Muse.
Max shows up at Dustin's house.
Twos is the justice for Muse.
That's true.
And he was the only option, and everybody else is gone. So she tells him what she knows. Why didn't you tell the cop? Chrissy Cunningham, what? And Dustin says, no way Eddie did it. You don't know him like I do, which is so true. Lucas made his sports friends, but only Eddie was nice to Dustin and Mike, which is the point I was making last week, that you were trying to like, poor Lucas. And I was like, hold a second here.
Again, like, Eddie is great. We love Eddie.
You don't have to
sweet
relitigate
teddy bear. He's a sweet teddy bear, but he does have this reputation of kind of being prickly and pearly and kind of nasty. I don't know. It's early.
I wanted to call you
nasty boy.
But and in that scene when they're like, oh my God, we're scared to talk to Eddie. We're scared to talk to Eddie. He's like, hey, fuckers, do that. Like, he's very intimidating to them. So it is something that I feel like.
He's like 26.
Right.
Like,
That's true.
That dude can buy a gun.
Yeah, in Indiana, for sure. For sure. He probably gets one as soon as he turns 18. From the government.
From Wayne.
Here.
Oh, from the government. Son, here's your ceremonial 18th birthday present.
12 gauge.
It's a... we don't have a safety on it because you don't need it.
You're old enough. But yeah. And then Max points out, well, Ted Bundy was also nice to some people. Like, you're comparing Eddie to Ted Bundy? Yes, she was. She's going to roll that back, but she was. Why haven't you told the cops, Max? Right? And she says, because something else happened. And we cut back and her TV messed up when she was watching the Misfits or whatever it was, and the lights
Stranger
flickered.
Things lights.
Yeah. That shit always goes down when there's fuckery. And we can hear like Eddie screaming in the distance at the same time when he discovers Chrissy, like, and then Eddie takes off and she says, look, I saw his face. He was scared, Dustin. Now, it could have been I just killed a lady scared, but it could also be I saw a monster. We've been there. Only Eddie knows. We got to talk to Eddie. That's what they decide. So they move into action. They can't find Lucas and Nancy. Mike's in California. What are we going to do? We cut to Murray arrives at Joyce's. He reads the note himself. I'd like it even less in person. We don't know anything. There's no proof of life. And Joyce is like, there is proof of life because it says, kind regards, Enzo. Only 2 people knew about our dated Enzos, me and Hop, and maybe Enzo. I did make a reservation.
We made a reservation. I did have to cancel.
It was weird. I got service down there in the what's it called? Base.
I ended up taking Will.
She went anyway. It was awful. He was so mopey.
She wanted to see what it was like.
That garlic bread, though, you know what I'm saying?
She wanted to see what all the fuss was about at Enzo's.
That's good shit.
Yeah, and she's like, Hop is alive, right? And you saw him die, Joyce. I didn't see a body. You know the rules of TV. And Murray's like, yeah, because he was evaporated.
No body, you can't convict.
In hindsight, I think I saw him jump over a railing.
And Murray then indulges in her fantasy and says, best case scenario, they will break him. I know you think he's tough, but she's like, okay, whatever. This could be real is all I'm hearing that you're saying. Okay.
You're telling me there's a chance.
He's like, all right, we're going to call that number, but we're going to do it my way. Okay. I have a 1980s version of a VPN, and that's what we're going to do. We get a flashback.
It was a carry-on.
We see Hopper climbing back up that ladder by the gate, and the Russians found him. They do not know where we are. There are Americans everywhere, but they don't check down here.
They will never find us an even more secret bunker.
That's right.
Below our secret bunker.
That's right. And they knock him out. I guess they took him to Russia that quickly, or maybe he's in even lower in that. I don't know. But they're
super secret.
We tunneled through Earth.
Yeah. Most people think it go to China. No. They go to Russia.
Russia just hop, skip, and jump from China.
Motherland, right below Indiana. Everyone know this. And they're like, get the elephant, and they grab his dick. No, it's a mask that looks like an elephant's trunk. One of those creepy World War I.
Looks like it.
Something like
mask,
a gas
you know,
mask.
like the chemical warfare war. That's the first one, right?
Yeah.
And it's like waterboarding, but with air. It looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, the guy's like kinking the hose.
But I honestly think that's a really cool shot because Harper's a big guy and he's got the mask with the hose and it's pretty creepy looking.
Yeah,
I like it.
The torture sequences are very evocative and like, ooh, this is almost teetering towards like a very serious Saw movie or something. I don't know, like the way it's lit and color graded, it looks very spooky.
It looks like Psycho Mantis from Metal Gear Solid.
I don't think
you like to play Castlevania?
I don't think I would like Russian Jigsaw. Would you like to play a game?
Deep cut. I love that.
Yeah, dude, you brought up Psycho Mantis and I just reminded me why I love Andy. A man after my own heart.
Psycho Mantis boss fight, he could read your memory card and talk about the games that you've been playing.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking crazy.
I remember Nathan playing that and I would watch.
And the way you could beat him, because like you can't beat him conventionally because he can read your mind, right? He's like telepathic. So like he knows your every move. So the way you beat him is you unplug your controller port from port 1 and plug it into port 2. And he's like, your mind, I can't read it. And that's how you beat him.
Did you have to figure that out?
Yeah.
Who would figure that out?
No one. It was before the internet.
Crazy, man.
You had to like buy like guides and shit to figure that out.
And that was Kojima, right? Mm-hmm. What a genius.
I know. What
Genius,
a man.
man.
I didn't play those games, but I watched my friend Nathan play all of them. And I was in like a cuck chair for all of those games.
Looks really cool.
Oh my God.
Turn. No, okay.
No, you don't deserve to play.
You little worm.
I don't know why he would never let me play, but he wouldn't. And I watched him play all of Final Fantasy X. Do you know how long that takes?
Jesus Christ. We showed up with snacks like this week on Final Fantasy X.
Yeah. He's like, what's up, poor? Sit down.
Yeah, you'll get to play when you get a job.
I had like a little cage on my hands. I liked it. We cut to Elle, Will, and Mike getting dropped off at the Rinkomania. It's bitching in there. Will, speaking of bitching, Will's there.
There's one moment you were sorry, I wanted to call this out, like, because you said that Jonathan is like so unrecognizable in this season because he's high. There's one moment where the Jonathan we all know and love creeps out, and it's when he drops the kids off because he goes, "Hey, Will, have fun, man." Go
Yeah.
play. Like, because that's the one defining trait of Jaybird that never goes away. He loves his brother.
Yes, he's a very good brother to Will. But Will keeps almost ruining the ruse, keeps almost calling LL on her bullshit, and that's making her making him more upset that she's, he doesn't like the whole vibe in general, but also she keeps lying. And he's like, "Hey, you've got this sweet piece of meat, Mike, and you're treating him like this.
You've got an absolute dime in Mike Wheeler."
But Mike didn't bring any socks. We're really hillbillying it up. They're like, "Oh, we forgot to tell you, you need socks here." Nobody told me I couldn't hit my Piggly Wigglies in these skates.
Mike, in most establishments, you need shirts, socks, and shoes.
That's right. Oh, but no. Next, you're going to tell me I have to eat with a fork in this state.
I got God's forks right here.
This place sucks. But when Mike goes to get socks, Will's like, "Why do you keep lying to Mike?" "I not lie. Friend no lie."
He's so much better than that. He doesn't deserve that. He's going to be mad.
I love the bit where she's like, "You said you've been here for parties?" "I have been here for party." "No, it's not for Mom's work."
Yeah. That's not what you implied.
It's the Encyclopedia Britannica people renting out the roller rink.
Maybe that was a previous job she had.
Oh, okay, maybe. I just like the idea of like, "Ooh, encyclopedias, let's hit the rink."
You got to keep that corporate morale up, my guy.
That's true.
Mike comes, he's being charming. "Oh, I asked for vomit green." Like, that was a good joke, right? He's trying to make this party fun. And Will just watches them skate all sadly. Like, And then fucking Angela shows up. "Oh, the snitch has a boyfriend."
Who's that twig?
Oh my goodness. Lucas and the jocks are chilling while the cops are there interrogating Jason. Lucas is all nervous. He's reading the vibe. This isn't good. He doesn't like cops. Plus, he's been through all the world-ending scenarios that he's been through. Just not a good sign. They're interrogating Jason.
And Patrick's the one good basketball player who's like, "Hey, man, he'll be okay. Don't worry." He's trying to comfort Lucas.
This happens all the time. They'll never find the coke.
Yeah.
It's in my ass. It's all good, buddy. I keistered it. I just keep it there just in case.
By the way, do you see those colors?
It's kind of weird. Jason helps me put it there. I don't know why.
He always volunteers. What a nice guy.
We can get you for trespassing and for drinking. Oh, you're going to arrest me for drinking? Yeah, I mean, that is illegal. We could do that.
We could.
You're 16. Oh, yeah.
Shit, I need a lawyer.
But then they ask about Chrissy, and he's like, "Chrissy? What? No, she wouldn't buy drugs. She didn't do drugs. No way. What? What's going on right now?" Right?
It's so funny the way that they interrogate him about Chrissy, because it's like, so hypothetically, and this is all hypothetical, if your girlfriend were to like get snapped into half like a fucking pretzel, would you or would you not maybe have had something to do with it?
It works because it's Powell and Callahan, but they're terrible at this.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they just give up all the goods. Yeah, it's Chrissy that's dead. We're thinking about Eddie Munson. What do you think about all that? Like, you think we're on the right track, or
this happens?
Did you do it?
This happens like 3 times a season where Powell is doing his damnedest, right?
Yeah.
And then like Jason will be like, "What is something? Is Chrissy okay?" And Powell's like, "We're just asking questions." And it'll cut to Callahan who's like,
I'm not going to say yes or no, but
Callahan is going out of his way to betray every moment.
Honestly, I think you should get a posse because it's just me and Powell here.
Yeah.
Did he hurt Chrissy? But then he storms out into, and again, a lot of this episode is a little too melodramatic, but he storms into the woods and gives us the old no, Padme.
Is she okay?
I
Is
only
she
got
all
to
right?
third base.
Jason, it seems in your anger you killed her.
Do it. Good. Dustin and Max show up, and ask about that to Family Video and ask about the 3 phones.
How many phones do you have?
Which is different than the 3 seashells in Demolition Man. But he starts typing on that computer immediately. I'm in. And he tells, I like how he's like, Max, I don't have time for this. Fill him in.
Fill him in.
Right. Fred asks Nancy what the game plan is as they cruise up to the trailer park. And she's annoyed that Jonathan isn't there. Just like he's annoyed that she's not there. He thought she would maybe surprise him and show up. She thought the same thing. And there's not all is well in paradise, you know? Something rotten in the state of Denmark, you might say.
And Fred's trying
to slide in.
all the benefits.
He's trying to slide in, you know? And hey, everybody's got to take you shoot your shot. Wayne Gretzky said to do it.
Do you want to know how I got this scar?
Yeah.
I can't.
But the cops are restricting access to the trailer park to residents only. But all the cops in this town are really bad at their job. And she's like, please. And he's like, okay.
She sucks at lying.
I want to see Max Mayfield.
Yeah.
She lives right over there.
We're friends?
And then Fred, from that guy's perspective, like has a meltdown. He's like, yeah, I guess go in. Jesus, as long as it gets him away from me,
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh my God. If he's going to cry about it, just go. You're Fred Benson. You killed that kid last year. And his scar becomes an active wound. And it's a really cool scene.
Yeah, and the officer starts looking all spooky with like shit coming out of his face and everything.
Yeah, it's the worst when shit comes out of people's faces.
Right?
But so he lets them through. And we cut to Argyle and Jonathan, who are like golfing at the junkyard. I don't know if it's a junkyard or just like a hole everybody agreed they would put their old cars in. But it's there.
We've all agreed the hole off I-95 is for putting our cars in.
That's right. So they have to smoke weed and hit balls at the cars, which would be so fun.
That would be a great time.
Holy shit. What a good thing to do. And Jonathan's also mad Nancy's not there, but also he's relieved, he says, because he's been living a lie. That purple palm tree delight has him being a little too honest right now. And it turns out, I don't know if is this the review? Yeah, he's not going to Emerson.
No, he's going to Lenora Community with Argyle.
That's where I'm going, man. What do you mean? Oh, you're dead, man. Even Argyle, who doesn't have the most emotional,
maturity.
Maturity perhaps is like, oh, dude, not cool,
What
man.
am I supposed to do? Not lie, man.
No, that's not cool. You're gonna slow motion break up with Nancy, man? You know what you got to do? Purple palm tree delight, man. That's what you got to do. Shit. Got me stressed out. It's not even my girlfriend.
The escalation of this. What do I do? You got to go smoke, man.
It's like my dad. That's how I became an addict.
Yeah, not even my girlfriend, man.
I was crying over a girl one time, and my dad came down with his tray with his hemostats and his papers and his buds. It's like, son, smoke this before you decide. That way your mind is clear. That's an actual quote from my father.
That way your mind is clear.
Mm-hmm. He thought emotions would cloud your thinking. Yeah? And that's where Argyle's coming from.
Son, here's some purple palm tree delight.
But yeah, Jonathan's really codependent with Joyce and Will, and also probably some other things going on that he's blaming on that. Mm-hmm. And he's decided to not go to Emerson. So that's why he doesn't want to see Nancy, because he can't look her in the eye and lie, but it's easy to lie from states and states away.
And he's doing this excuse where, like, if he tells her he's not going, he knows that Nancy won't go to Emerson, will come out to Lenora Community with him and throw her dreams out the window.
Which I don't think she would do.
I don't think she would.
I think she'd be like, all right, bye.
Yeah, I think she'd be like, do they even have a journalist degree at Lenora Community?
My last boyfriend I dropped because he was a loser.
Yeah,
I'll do that again.
You should have seen the paper he wrote.
It was awful. Now, Fred, great writer.
Oh my God. That alternate headline.
Have you seen that scar?
He has probably the best Oxford comma I've ever seen.
Ooh. Girls only want one thing, and it's disgusting. An Oxford comma.
Comma and.
Mike at 11 try the milkshakes at the rink. Different flavors, I assume. And Angela shows up to bully. She takes her quote unquote friend skating. And Mike, again, is just so oblivious to the energy here.
It's great to meet some of Elle's friends. I mean, Jane's friends.
Friend.
It's really cool that guy's holding her milkshake. I did it a little angrily, but maybe that's how they do it in California. And there's like a fucking guy filming, which at this time is no small feat. I remarked on this in Speed. This is 10 years before that. Like that dude had an expensive setup to catch this bullying on film.
Is that dude's dad also a manager of Radio Shack like Bob Newby?
He must be. But Meanwhile, Will spills the beans to Mike. Hey, she doesn't have friends, man.
She's been lying to you.
What? But the vibes are so good
Who are those people?
and friendly.
What do you mean, Will? They're right there.
He's holding her milkshake.
The DJ is in on the bullying. They all circle and bully her on the dance. The whole town's in on it because they all like make way. Like, oh, there's a bully going on. We got to make room.
Guys, get in here. Let's circle the bullied.
See, here what we're going to do. We're going to go in a circle and we're going to hold our hands out at her. It's going to be super funny.
And everyone's just watching. Finally, Mike springs into action and tries to get the DJ to turn it off.
I
Oh,
hate
don't
that
worry.
song.
I will. That's the cue to throw the milkshake. Don't worry.
Wipe out.
Wipe out.
They throw the milkshake on her. She cries and rolls out of the ring. Doesn't even talk to Mike.
drinks on the rink, dummy. Nailed her.
It's like that dude from SpongeBob, that fish that's always like, oh. That's everybody. How is Joyce's house so fucking nice? When we get that establishing shot, dude, Britannica is, is this California.
Yeah, it's got to be a rental.
Now, maybe the
right?
government, like as
this
part of the witness protection thing, set her up really nicely.
Because Owen sent them there.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So but yeah, that's a big house. And also, how does Hopper have so much money saved for Elle on that cop salary?
40 G's.
I don't know. I feel like a cop in the 80s probably made decent.
I don't think
Especially
so.
chief
Brent.
of
He's the
police.
chief. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's doing all right.
And we know that Hawkins, Indiana, for some reason,
And he was just living
has
in that
a
old
lot
shitty
of money
cabin.
to throw around. You know,
He wasn't spending much on rent. It's Grandpa's old shitty cabin.
Right.
He was just saving every paycheck. I need a couple beers. That's it.
11 needs to go to college.
Eggos are cheap. That's it. Because
Schlitz and
40
Eggos.
grand is the equivalent of like 80 almost.
Yeah.
And we don't know how much was in there. He had at least that much. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. But Mike at 11, that shit's going down. Joyce's house is huge. Murray hooks her up with a VPN. But still, a minute max. That's how long this conversation can go. We need proof of life. She calls. It's ringing a payphone in Russia. And it's fucking Jack and Hagar.
It's no one.
The man of many faces. He wants the 40 grand from
Jack and
Hopper's
Hagar
trust.
was in this. So when he popped up, I'm like, there he is.
Yeah.
He's so handsome with that mustache.
A girl needs 40 grand. And you got to go take it to Yuri's Fish and Fly, which is a
girl must go
weird
to
place
Yuri's
in
Fish and
Alaska where they sell fish and planes. Something like that.
And
Or maybe he does fishing and flying. I'm not sure.
It's
unclear.
It seems to be a front.
Sure. But I like the whole business plan idea that they're fronting
Yeah.
is, I guess he sells fish sandwiches.
Listen, it's easy thing. I fly plane, and also sometimes I fish.
Does
on
he
the
fish
weekends.
or does he sell fish sandwiches? I don't know.
Is there any kind of like fishing where they drag a net behind a plane? That's no way, right?
Really dangerous.
Yeah. I don't think so, friend. I don't think so.
Maybe he's just fish delivery man.
Yeah. Dropping fish from the sky.
He just circles, and you have a fishing pole out the side window, and you just hope something bites.
You ever play Mario? The flying fish? Those were dropped from plane.
Yes.
This was Yuri.
Hello. You're welcome.
My mother is very proud.
I made your childhood magical.
I'm turning into Borat.
Very nice. That guy does have big board energy, though.
But proof of life is not going to be possible. Antonov/Enzo stands strong. Not possible. Friend is stuck. You must trust me. And that's it.
And I make him unstuck.
Murray's like, okay, that's not a KGB or a friend. I don't know what that was. So Hopper is dropped all beaten and bloody. We cut back to him. He's barely alive. And the guy's like, Motherland could use these strong cheeks. Very impressive. How much you squat?
You squat a lot. How many kilograms are you squatting?
That's right.
Send them to Kamchatka.
Kamchatka. Which is like that's a liquor, right?
Are you,
Kombucha?
kombucha is a liquor.
No, Kamchatka vodka is like a thing, I thought.
No.
I know it's like Stolichnaya is like the big expensive one. And then there's Grey Goose, which is not the
Oh, there is the Kamchatka Peninsula in
is
Russia, so there must be
Kamchatka
vodka.
vodka is, yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Look at
Because it
that.
rhymes.
It's 80 proof.
That's right, baby. All vodka is. What do you mean?
No, I didn't know if there was
All
like,
vodka is 80 proof?
Pretty
that true?
much. I haven't seen any less or more. Unless you're talking like a strawberry Smirnoff, you know. That might be 70.
vodka is typically bottled at 80 proof.
Your boy drank some vodka in his day. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
Well, there is some 100 proof vodkas though out there.
Oh, snap.
We sent him to hell. That's what he did, though. That's the point of that scene. He's going
Lenore,
straight to-
California.
That's right. Lieutenant Colonel arrives in Indiana and it's intercut with Jason making his like game plan. And they think that Eddie's a Satan worshiper. And Lucas is like, well, the Hellfire Club isn't a cult. It's just like a And they're like, how do you know? Sinclair?
Oh, my sister.
You fucking nerd.
Erica's a nerd. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
figured that out.
Big
Yeah.
nerd. It's games, fantasy.
Now, I don't want to harp too much on small things. I have a tendency to do that when I'm not on. I'm either all the way on board or I'm a douche. I'm starting to realize that about myself. But like, it's not a huge school. It's not a huge town. They're unaware of Lucas's past as a nerd completely. Like he's just, who's this kid?
Oh yeah, weren't you walking around in one of those shirts for the past like 6 months?
What do you mean? You know, there's only like, it's a graduating class of 82. But sure.
I could see Lucas being one to like keep that really under wraps as he's trying to get into the basketball team.
That's
though.
true. He's
Except
walking
for the
around in
giant
his
group photo he took
Letterman jacket.
on one of the school walls.
Yeah, but that yearbook photo hasn't been published yet.
That's true. And then Jason thinks his theory that he immediately comes up. No, Eddie's like trapped in the game and he thinks he's playing.
He's still in the game. He's gonna kill again.
Sure. He just watched Tron the day before. Tron.
And then he immediately goes into one of his speeches like, Chrissy, we got to win the game for her, man.
That's right. He goes into his halftime speech for Chrissy.
Die in vain.
And Lucas is like, dang, I guess I got to kill Eddie. I need friends.
Is Jason the first person to ever like get on a moral soapbox about like video games are causing kids to kill other kids?
He invented that. Was Doom out yet? No.
No, Nancy Reagan was taking notes like, ooh, I'm going to really love this one.
Just say no, Lucas, to D&D.
Just say no.
And then it's going to trickle down. I need to write all this down. Dustin and the gang.
Sorry, I said Nancy Reagan. I meant Tipper Gore. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That was her big thing in the 90s.
Easy mistake to
Yeah,
make.
sorry.
Easy mistake to make. We've all been there.
One hates video games, the other loves blowjobs. So
I don't blame her. Dustin and the gang are still calling that everybody looking for Eddie, all of Eddie's friends. And they're striking out. They got no leads. Nobody knows where Eddie is. And then they come up with the idea of Reefer Rick, right? But how do we get a hold of Reefer Rick? And Steve's over there flirting with some lady, recommending Dr. Zhivago.
That's
And
so funny.
she mentions her boyfriend. And he's like, well, never mind. I take it back.
see you later, alligator.
What's funny is her boyfriend is apparently not going to like Dr. Zhivago as well.
Oh, they're going to hate it.
And
Hey, why didn't you get zapped again? Fucking love that movie.
Porky's.
Dude.
Thought we were watching Porky's.
Fast Times. I want to see Phoebe Cates' boobies.
Babes. Max might have a lead with the Reefer Rick thing, right?
Everybody just knows the drug dealer.
Oh,
in
he's a
town.
fucking legend.
Reefer Rick. He could sell you so much drugs.
And Steve's like, well, the cops. Steve's weird this season. He's like, just call the cops. What?
Steve's over it.
right.
Come on, man. Cops will probably know. They've arrested him before. He's one of those druggies. He's been hanging out with his dad too much, old Steve.
Steve, I assume, bought his weed from Reefer Rick too.
Steve thinks that Eddie might be guilty. He's just saying it, you know? But then Robin has an idea, and it gets all Rick and Morty. The Rickest Rick is what they're looking for.
Looking for the Rickest Rick.
All right, there's 12 Ricks. That's a lot of Ricks. But then they go through the Rick rentals, and they find one that has rented every Cheech and Chong movie ever made. That must, of course, be Reefer Rick. Of
course.
I love this scene because you can tell a lot about a man by the movies he's into. Not me. I watch everything.
Surely a man who made his entire identity Reefer.
That's right. He lives out by Lover's Lake. Be a good place to hide.
And I love how they just close the store.
Yeah.
Right.
fuck it.
Because they all leave and they're like, closed. Sorry.
Like Clerks.
On a Saturday, the
We're looking
busiest
for
day.
Reefer Rick.
Oh, I'd be so mad. I showed up at 7:30 and Family Video was closed.
Like, oh man,
Oh,
I
yeah.
wanted to watch Zapped.
Oh my goodness. Why are you so stuck on Zapped?
What do I do with my life?
Nancy is knocking on trailers all around this trailer park. Nobody's talking. Nobody's spilling the beans. They're tired of, I'm from the Hawkins Tiger. What? Slam.
Why the
outta here.
fuck are you here?
I know Andy identified with this. Probably Steve too. Oh, I've got one more key witness I got to talk
Cutest
to.
little witness. No.
Oh, I would 100% have done that. There's a killer on the loose. But wait! There's a little cute man on the loose too.
There's a puppy over here. Hi. But then
Oh, is the world ending?
she sees Uncle Munson, Wayne over there. And she goes to talk to him. She's brazen. You all have it figured out already. Eddie did it right.
I'm not interested in gossiping no more.
He knows people are judging his boy.
You've been talking to the Post, huh?
Was it Chuck Bailey? He's such a douche. Do you guys remember which one was Chuck? Because I don't.
I don't.
We know Gary Busey's dead.
Yeah.
Everybody's dead that I know
assume
at
it
the
was
Post.
Gary Busey's little salacious crumb.
Yeah, that guy. Let me tell your side of the story. Meanwhile, Fred's over there listening to clocks chime in, getting freaked out. And Wayne's like, Eddie didn't do it. The man who did it was pure evil. Victor Creel. He's a legend around these parts, though none of you have ever heard him.
You're too young. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'll be honest. We came up with him between season 3 and 4.
When I was your age, I shat my pants all the time thinking Victor Creel was going to get me.
It was a whole thing. We'd go in the bathroom, turn the lights out, and say Victor Creel 3 times.
3 times in the mirror.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'd show.
He went to school with me, so every now and then he had to poop.
You guys called.
And then we get this like monologue while Fred goes wandering the woods for the clock. Creel killed his whole family and took their eyes. That poor girl, exact same thing. He's supposed to be locked up in Penhurst Asylum. Maybe he's like that Michael Myers guy. Gets out every now and then.
Kills all the babysitters.
When they need a sequel. Real boogeyman, that's right. And Nancy notices that Fred is missing at this point.
God damn it, Fred.
And he's just staring at that clock in the woods. And there's like a bunch of people. There's like a cult there around the clock. Heads bowed. Long, pointy finger.
It's a casket, and those are mourners.
Oh, the funeral for the guy.
Yeah.
What happened? I mean, okay.
He got in a car wreck. The dude...
Was he driving?
I presume he was driving, crashed into somebody. That somebody could have been saved, but he didn't save them. He ran.
Yeah, he left the scene.
And they burned up.
Pretty fucked up, honestly.
Murderer. And they're all noseless. Like, you know, we haven't fully seen Vecna yet, I don't think.
They got attacked with an ice skate.
We saw him when he
came on the stairs, but did it get like a front on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we see the Vecna nose. Fred runs. Ha! He's scared by all this, which who wouldn't be, right?
Right.
We cut to Hopper getting his head shaved. They don't want lice at Kamchatka prison.
Yeah.
Totally understandable. They also have to delouse him, so they spray him with a hose. Presumably, he didn't put the lotion on the skin.
So he's getting the hose yet again.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what happens. I told you. I warned you. I told you. No run and
run.
put the lotion on.
Yes, or you'll get hose multiple times.
And then they get like the guard speech, but Hopper doesn't speak Russian. So he's just like, oh, I hope this isn't like when breakfast is. Somebody cut me in. And so he stops and he's like, oh, yeah, you don't speak Russian. Run, you die. Okay, good. Nux.
But also, I want you to know what I told those other guys. Very cool, very poetic. They are inspired.
There's this kid in Indiana I learned from. He gives speech named Jason. Very inspirational. Murray and Joyce are listening to the call again. They taped it. They don't know what to do. She listens to the lady in the background. He can't translate Murray because it's too low. So they blasted on Jonathan shit with the fucking headphones and shit.
Yeah.
The Sennheisers. Hopper goes to his like little Shawshank cell. And Murray's translating Musor. It's slang. It's like trash. It means pig. They use it for like cops or guards.
Guards.
Enzo's a prison guard. Hopper must have bribed him. That's exactly what Hopper would have done. Because we all know he's loaded. He does that all the time. And I'm assuming he would have bribed him because there's no cigar cutter nearby. That's his usual go-to.
Yeah.
Joyce is going to go get Enzo his damn money. I'm going to the bank.
We are going to get Hop back.
I'm going to go get 40,000 bones.
Gonna get my boy. Russians are going to be introduced to Joyce Byers, mother of 2.
Not to be that guy again, but since I'm in that mode, you can't just go get 40 grand from a bank. They don't have that much money in there. Banks are pretty useless.
Go get a cashier's check.
That's right.
To the Russians. Except cash.
Who do I make this out to, Enzo?
Enzo, I don't know. I don't think that's his real name.
And Murray's like, okay. Meanwhile, Mike is looking for Elle. That rink must be huge. I can't find her. He goes into the girls' bathroom. They're like, get out of here. We're pooping on the couch. And he's like, oh my God.
We're pooping on the couch.
Will was being a douche, rolling his eye, moping, calling him out. I've been at third wheel all day. I didn't even get to give you my painting.
I thought we were going to play D&D for once.
That hug you gave me? Awkward. Shitty.
Awful. 1 out of 10.
I'll be honest. I found out. Remember how I donated my D&D game to Erica because I would never play without you? Guess what I heard from Lucas?
And he has the Hellfire Club photo that he somehow...
You guys.
What's this shit, Wheeler?
Not only found a new guy, you started like a whole new, more hardcore thing than ever with D&D, bro.
Super cool.
So fucked up. We never had shirts.
I mean, I had a wizard costume, but that was mine.
Yeah, my mommy made that. Mike has barely called Will all year. Right, look, we're friends, but we used to be best friends. Let's just find her, okay? And we'll talk about this never.
Mike's totally right, though. Why is this on me? Why am I the bad guy?
All phone works both ways kind of thing?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're friends...
Just sitting there moping, just call me.
I
Say
guess.
what up.
I guess so.
But also, Will, you can do better than Mike Wheeler.
You could have put him on speaker while he was painting. That's true. But she's in the employees only closet crying. And she peeks out and sees Angela and the gang laughing. He looks like doo-doo. They're rewatching it somehow. How are they rewatching it?
Just rewind the tape and play it on the viewfinder if there's a viewfinder on that camera.
Is that a thing that they had back then? The viewfinder?
I think Bob Newby had a viewfinder.
Okay.
It's like the eyepiece one. I mean, I don't remember. Off
Oh,
the top
you
of
would
my
look
head.
in there and be able to watch it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I don't know about the 80s ones, but I know the cameras we had in the 90s, you could do that for sure.
Interesting. I know that we had the flip out screen eventually. That's like when I started.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were living in
and
the
then
future.
the chocolate phones.
Zoom in on your pants.
Like, honey, look at this. It's a 2-inch screen. We're making it in the world.
Right?
Because they were making pornos. It's huge, right? It takes up the whole screen. But then Elle confronts Angela. She's like, you know what? I just remembered I'm from the streets of the lab.
Here's what we're going to do. You're going to go to Mike and tell him we're best friends.
I want you to say sorry to me.
Turns out I saw 47 people brutally murdered at the age of 8 and then proceeded over the next 3 years to murder many of my own.
Now, I repressed all of that, but it's coming back to me now.
That's right.
There's a man in my head that keeps asking, what did you do? And I'm thinking, what haven't I done? Voice in my head.
And it's the damn dead dad joke that really gets her. And that would get all of us, right?
Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
just for that one joke,
For sure.
deserves a bop on the nose, for sure.
So she knocks
Boop
her
the
in
snoot,
the
11.
face with a fucking skate. And my notes say, and I quote, yes. I turned into Sean William Scott from Old School.
Nice.
I like you, but you're crazy.
No, before that, when he gets hit with the trank dart.
There's a fucking dart in your neck, man.
Everyone is staring, even Will and Mike, who, again, have seen many people brutally murdered, act all like, oh my God.
11, you took things too far.
Oh my God.
I know this entire establishment has bullied you.
Yes.
And she just made fun of your dead dad, but we don't resort to violence.
Honestly, I would have cheered if, like, that scene at the end of Kingsman, when he kills everyone in the church, had proceeded to play out in this Rinkomania. Yes.
But she's like on skates.
Yes. But no, just one person gets a little boop. No, it's maybe she broke her nose. I don't know. Shit happens.
You know?
But
she won't be making fun of dead dads anymore.
That's right. That's right. I remember in 5th grade, my best friend was the only guy that was talking to me at the time, is what I meant by that. It wasn't even that bad. To this day, I don't know what happened, but he said something making fun of me, but we were like ribbing each other. And I picked up a number 2 pencil that was unsharpened. So it was a freshie. And I was like, oh, go to your room. Go to your room, Brett. I was his mom. But the pencil was his mom.
Okay.
So the joke was that his mom was skinny, I guess. It's the opposite of your mom's so fat joke. He started weeping. Weeping. And then the teacher was tough, Miss Brodigan. She came over and she's like, what's going on here? And he was like, he said my mom was the pencil. And she pulled me outside angrily. She's like, you're making fun of another kid's mom? You know what? He should have bonked you on the nose. That's what she said to me. And I'll never forget it. So even she, a teacher, an educator, would have supported
Miss
this.
Brodigan's there.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I was so confused.
I've never been more proud of my 11.
Look at her go.
She could have beat all their asses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, taking all those children down in one big giant battle royale child fight.
I'll be honest. I'm going to play this back in the Nina over and over and laugh.
I've got my whole weekend planned.
Cracking a Schlitz and watching Angela get hit.
I'm taking that DJ with me, though.
He was cool.
He's got the tunes.
And he knows about the glory of child fights.
Wipe out.
But yeah, they freak out on her. What if, and then she gets that, we get that like, and I get like, part of it is like you as the audience maybe think 11, like they're Daenerys Targaryen her is like kind of the red herring of this season.
Killed those people.
Because it's intercut with that. What have you done?
You've killed all these people that we didn't tell you about before.
You know, you remember that plot beat in season 1 where you thought you were the monster? We're doing that again. Yes.
Is it the next episode called The Monster and the Superhero?
No. Don't worry about it. Dustin ding dongs at Reefer Rick's. Ding dong. No one's answering. And Dustin is really obnoxious. Reefer Rick! Eddie Munson!
If you're trying to get a drug dealer, I think yelling Reefer Rick is the worst thing you can do for them to come see you.
And I like how Steve's like, shh, man, they could be really high. Stop. You're freaking him out. But Max sees the spot out back, like the boathouse. And Steve's just in there stabbing the tarps with his oar.
Sorry, this part cracks me up because they walk into the boathouse and then Steve's like, what a dump. And I'm like, it's a shed, Steve. What were you thinking this was going to be?
It's where they store things. Max finds the remnants of snacks and beers. That means Eddie must be in here, right? And then Eddie jumps out at Steve. He's got a broken beer bottle and he's going to fucking kill him. He's very on edge. Mm-hmm. And then Dustin has he's cool. He's cool. He's my friends. Right?
They all swear on his mother. It's very funny.
Dustin's mother, yeah.
Yeah, Dustin's mom.
Tell us what happened. And Eddie's like, you won't believe me. And I love this bit works for me because we all know what they've been through as a group. Mm-hmm. When he's like, try us, I'm like, yes. Mm-hmm. Or Max says that, I think.
Yeah.
We come back to Nancy, who's still out looking for Fred. It's like really fucking dark now.
She's been looking for hours.
Good on her. I would have went home.
Yeah. All right, Fred, fuck off. Fuck you.
Weirdo.
I would have went home a long time ago. She goes to the cop that let him in. I can't find my friend. Remember the weird one that was freaking out?
What the fuck are you still doing here?
Oh my God. I'm going to get in so much trouble. I understood that so well.
I knew I shouldn't have let the kid who was having a meltdown into the crime scene.
Powell is going to have my ass. And not in the good way. And Glenn says, his name is Glenn, there might be a situation out here. I let some kids into the serial killer area and one of them's missing. I think we got another body on our hands. Oopsie. But Fred, he's out there wandering the road and he finds a burning car, which must be his memory of when he did the crash thing. Eddie is telling the gang what happened. Dude, he's such a fucking good actor. It's crazy. Like, it's not easy to do the believable, like, I'm barely holding it together. I'm remembering, like, it's so easy to, a la Jason, fall into melodrama, you know? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the way he, like, stutters at just the right time and her, he, like, you know, he does that thing where, like, you can see he's remembering. It's so good. I don't know.
Because he's also playing a somewhat manic personality anyway. So like having that, but also being believably shaken up in that role, that's very difficult to do. You're right.
Bones, it's so good, dude. And then Dustin replies, you know how people say Hawkins is cursed? They're not way off. And there's another world, a world beneath Hawkins.
It's also important to point out that Eddie said he didn't know what to do, so he ran away. It's a big thread for him.
Yeah.
Someone pulled her eyes out inside. And that bit where Dustin says, you know how people say Hawkins is cursed? That's the default line that plays when your icon on Netflix
I love it. Yeah.
hovers over Stranger Things. So I've heard that line maybe, how many episodes have we watched so far of this rewatch? Because it's like every time you go to like, oh, time to watch Stranger Things. You know how people say Hawkins is cursed?
They're not way off.
And I hit play.
Like ghosts and shit? Something's worse than ghosts. Meanwhile, Fred is watching a dude burn alive.
You did that to me.
And he falls down next to the dead body and he seems to be trapped. These monsters from this other world, we thought they were gone, but they've come back before, which is why we needed to find you. Fred.
Did you maybe see any like swirling particles in the air or anything like that?
No. It would have looked like dust.
Kind of like dandruff.
No, I didn't see any of that shit, right? And then Fred.
Join me, Fred.
Yeah. And then Fred's fucking floating.
I'm a good hang.
And he tells him Chrissy was in a trance or under a spell, a curse, Vecna's curse. And now Eddie's eyes pop up and it's like, now you're talking my language.
Oh my God. I made a whole D&D campaign about that guy.
Oh, shit. And then Fred twists up like a pretzel and his eyes get sucked in and he falls. Floomp.
Splat.
What's Vecna? Steve says. He's like the Ron Weasley of this crew. He's there to ask Hermione to expound, right? That's his only role in this season.
And every now and then when they're in a tight spot, he goes, Harry. But it's more like Nancy.
Yeah, because his wand's broken.
Yeah. He needs a scabbers.
And then
Now you guys are talking my language. This is good shit.
Dustin is Scabbers, essentially.
Oh, there you go.
An undead creature of great power, a spellcaster, a dark wizard.
Oh my God.
And then we go to like Vecna's Lair of Doom, which we've never seen before.
So cool.
And it's so metal.
Oh, and he drops to one knee like a superhero. Looks up at the camera.
Yeah. And that's it. That's the end of episode 2.
I love the way he's plugged
Vecna's
into
curse.
the Matrix, basically, where he's got all the vines that plug into his back and it lowers him. And it's such great design.
It's great. It's good stuff, man. But now it's time to talk about our favorite moments of this particular episode after a brief break to hear from another of our sponsors.
Greetings, ghouls and ghost and stream fiends alike. It is October, and now we must give reverence to our most generous of patrons. These exalted souls, our super patrons, offer not mere support, but sustenance to the very lifeblood of this podcast. They are becoming part of something eternal. So before the darkness claims this episode, before the final whisper fades into the void, we shall speak their names aloud, one by one, like incantations echoing in the haunted hall. So with that, excuse me. So thank you to Amy Teckentine, Brianna Williams, John Collins, Sun-Loving Mortal, Xander Barbarian, Daniel Pack, Phil S, Nice Guy Eddie, Apple of Andy's Az, Alba Stinkpot, Maddle Stat, Susie Callahan, Anthony Corona, Jim E, Lady Trashley, Sean Myers, Just Liz Calabria, Brett X, E Scramo, Lil Tickler, Svento7, Jay Scramo, AK Ashley Ray, Jay Rich, Upside Down Canuck, Big Butthorn, Josh Stitch, Jer, Kaylee Sampson, Rabbit Dog in a Barbie Car, Elpander, Charlie Friday, Alexis Adler, Peaches, Emmy, Haley B, Joe Velez, Trisha Bueller, Suzanne Rode, Sean Callahan, Jadinklage Morgoon, Jen Robinson, Kalisha Reeves, Paula Garcia, That Brenda, Aaron Armstrong, Who Do You, Ashley Powers, Casey McCain, and of course, Enza. So thank you all so much for supporting streaming things. And now, with that, let the reckoning begin. Back to the episode.
And we're back. We found the chocolate pudding. Andy, what's your number 3 favorite moment of episode 2?
My number 3 is Argyle and Jonathan hitting the golf balls. It's, it's just a real good time. It's like Top Golf before Top Golf was a thing. Imagine if you could smoke weed at Top Golf. It'd be dope. No, I just think that it's good comic relief. It also sheds a lot of light on the strangeness that has been the dynamic between Nancy and Jonathan up to this point. I love the escalation of things. And like Steve said earlier, he's just such a welcome addition to this show. He's Argyle, that is. He's so fun. He's so funny. And I just had a good
man,
time
I
with it.
appreciate that, man.
We got Argyle in studio.
I meant to call it out in the main review, but it's interesting. They did it twice. I think season 3 and season 4. They make everybody break up at the same time.
Oh, that's true.
They always do that. Like there's the Mike and Elle are struggling, and then Nancy and Jonathan are struggling, and
Lucas and Max
are broken up. And they did that in season 3 too. Like everybody was having, and I liked it then, but now it's like, you doing it again? Can nobody keep their shit together? Like, but Steve, you're number 3.
My number 3 is one single solitary moment, because the whole scene, I'm not giving it to the whole scene, but the moment that 11 just whacks Angela in the face, fucking like, boom, all right, I'm back in. it's the moment in this episode that made me the most like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Fist pump.
But like the overall scene, I don't think is great. I just love that like that climactic release of finally the bully got a comeuppance, right? It's good to see. So that's my number 3.
My number 3 is when Hopper's being tortured. I just think the visual of him in that like World War I mask, which is what I think it is so cool. And actually like, ooh, that would suck. You know, it's all very effective and cool. Despite his like reveal of how he's alive, it was kind of like a wet fart, you know? Oh. How did he survive? He jumped down.
He fell over here.
Andy, you're number 2.
My number 2 is the moment when the cop turns all dark when he's talking to Fred, and he's got the vines coming out from around his jawbones and stuff. And he's like, "You killed that kid. You're a child murderer." It's just fun and spooky.
That is very spooky. My number 2 is when Nancy talks to Wayne about Victor Creel. I like that guy's performance as Wayne, just like, you already got it figured out. And then he starts introducing this urban legend that Hawkins has had that we didn't know of really previously. But I don't know, it's fun. And I like that Nancy is she's got her journalistic chops, right? She can talk her way into a situation in the way she can like, oh, you've been talking to the Post? Yeah, those guys suck. I want to let me tell your story, my guy. He's like, all right, well, I think it was a man that's been in prison for 50 years.
Want to hear something crazy?
I mean, follow me on this. I think it's possible.
Listen, I did find Eddie's Special K on the ground. Okay. Took a couple toots.
Yeah.
You like to party?
I got it right here. This is my Special K bench.
Get your little Fred friend. We'll hang out. My number 2 is when 11 hits Angela with the skate.
Yeah.
Unabashedly so.
Hell yeah.
It made me so happy. I'd like to see it again. Whoosh.
I've got it on repeat. I taped it. I play it on a loop.
In the Nina.
It's, hey, Angela, whack. Hey, Angela, whack. Hey, Angela, whack. All day, every day.
That's right. Come here, have a soak with me.
We're getting a spritz.
Andy, your favorite moment of Chapter 2, Vecna's Curse?
That whole ending sequence, intercutting Fred being killed by Vecna with Eddie talking about what he was experiencing with Chrissy and the kids all figuring out like Vecna, he's a spellcaster, he's a dark wizard. Yeah, it's just great shit. And the performance by Joseph Quinn is phenomenal.
That's my number 1 as well. Like you said, Andy, it's really, really fun. It's I mean, all the Vecna stuff is so visually interesting, and he's such a great villain for the series because it's like the manifestation of all the problems that they've ever faced, but also he's so much different than anything. Like he doesn't really need a gate per se, at least in the way that they know. And it's just this horror.
And he has more like, he's not Cthulhu. He's got agency.
Yeah.
He's like, what's up?
He's like, hello, Fred. I saw you killed that kid. That not cool, but this kind of makes it that the audience is kind of on my side, I think, maybe with this one at least. But then you match it with what we love about Stranger Things, which is like a big chunk of the core group being like Scooby-Doo and figuring shit out and like hanging out with Eddie, this character we love. It's the best part of the episode for me.
That's my number 1 as well. Kind of. I had it as 2 moments. It's kind of cheating if I put it as 1 moment, but also it's silly because it's so close together if I put it as 2. Like when they first find Eddie, I think he's really good when he jumps out at Steve. And I love the vibe of them being like, try us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know that we know shit. And we actually totally buy what you're about to say, right? But also like the Vecna, the spellcaster reveal part of that is so epic for different reasons. So I'm going to cheat and kind of put it all as 1, but
we all everybody?
Fantastic shit. We all everybody.
Woo!
Matchies. Now it's time for our Easter Eggos. This is where we identify all of the 80s pop culture and influences baked into the show itself. Andy, you start us off. We'll go around the table until we run out.
Let's call out some stuff at the roller rink. I saw some arcade cabinets. I saw Zaxxon. I saw Asteroids, Centipede, Junior Pac-Man. But I mainly want to call out Galaga 3, which like you could convert arcade cabinets to update. You could update them per se. And Galaga 3 conversion happened in April of 84. So it's fun and timely.
Nice. Very cool. There's a ton of family video tapes. Do you want me just to run through the tapes that I saw?
Sure.
Just blast through them. We got The Toy from 1982, One-Eyed Jacks, Old Yeller, Mad Monster Party, High Noon, Grease, Galaxy Express 999, Fast Times, of course, A Doonesbury Special, Coogan's Bluff, Convoy, Citizen Kane's, A Christmas Story, Black Beauty, The Birds, Beverly Hills Cop, Basket Case, Animal Farm, Amityville Horror, Airplane, The African Queen, and 12 Angry Men. Those are the VHS tapes you can see in the background of all the scenes. That
Nice.
I saw. What about you, Kit?
Carrie, we talked about it earlier. You know, the whole 11 bully scene with the milkshake and stuff is ripped directly from Carrie.
She even gets a liquid thrown on her.
Yeah.
Admittedly, 11's
takes
liquid
blood.
is not as bad as what happens to Carrie.
I don't know. Chocolate shake does look like doo-doo.
In that heat,
That's right.
California heat.
Not cool. Andy.
I actually remember calling this out at our previous coverage on this, but the thing playing on Max's TV is Misfits of Science. It's a Courtney Cox TV show about a telekinetic teenager. But I don't remember calling this out. Maybe I did. But so Courtney Cox, as the telekinetic teenager, her power is that she can only use her telekinesis on things that she can see. So if you use a blindfold, it renders her powerless. So she's like a total inversion of 11, and that's fun.
And there's a line, because we talked about it last week, because it's playing the first time she's picking up the...
Oh, is it playing
Yeah.
twice? Shoot,
Yeah.
I missed that. My bad.
It's okay. We talked about it for a while, but
I just stop listening sometimes, you know.
when she's
I'm busy
cleaning up,
over here.
cleaning up the cigarettes and the Coors Light cans and stuff. But what I didn't notice or mention, because I didn't notice, is the line that you can hear is like something about Billy.
Oh, really?
Which they chose on purpose, I'm sure, because that's like Max's whole arc is that she's struggling.
Billy's dead because of you.
Yeah, that's the line from the show.
Why is mom always watching this?
The wrong kid died. That's not even her blood son.
Right.
I liked him more. I just did. Yeah, great. That's great. I didn't know anything about that show or that. I didn't even know Courtney Cox was in it, so that was cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
Steve.
When Murray lands in California and he gets into the cab, he tells the cabbie, go to 4819 Lonzo Way and to get to Joyce. Lonzo Way is the same street that the Thomas family from E.T. lives.
Oh.
They live at 7121 Lonzo Way.
So they're down the street.
Yeah, they're just right down the road.
So I made a note to ask you for this Eggo. He has a air freshener with a wrestler on it.
Oh,
Who is it?
Andy, my sweet summer child. That's Hulk Hogan.
It is?
Yeah.
You
that's-
didn't recognize the Hulkster?
No,
Here's the
because
thing.
he was not wearing yellow.
He
and I was
wasn't.
like, what's that?
This is true. Like I don't blame you for not recognizing him because he is wearing blue, which is something that Hulk Hogan did not do very often. This was a promo shot early in his career, during his first reign as WWF champion, which began in January 23 of 1984 and lasted all the way to February 5th, 1988, where he lost to Andre the Giant. And so yeah, like this was a little bit before, like maybe that photo was taken like right at the beginning of like when Hulkamania was starting to run wild,
That's cool.
and they hadn't really solidified the red and yellow yet.
Anybody want a peanut?
Hulk Hogan, you are trash. I will throw you over the rope at the Silverdome.
Good times.
I think I'm out. I know you went over all I stopped listening, but the family video stuff.
Oh, I didn't go over the posters or rentals if you want to do those. I just did the VHS. Thundercats. Oh!
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Thundercats?
I get a turn, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
I used to watch Thundercats. We watched that, right? You had older brothers and stuff. And
Yeah, Thundercats was a thing.
I had the toys.
That was a thing back in the day.
Sword of Heaven, give me sight beyond sight.
Yeah. Or
Thunder.
if you're not busy.
if you're down.
I think there's like a Michael Myers thing. I found this note. I don't know it to be true, but I want to say it before you list everything. Supposedly Robin's like general appearance is, which we've never said before, is based on Annie Hall. The Woody Allen movie.
Oh my.
She wears like a vest and a tie and stuff a lot. Sometimes a little hat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see
Annie
that.
Hall's a really good movie.
I can see that inspiration for sure.
The only Woody Allen movie I've ever seen is Midnight in Paris.
That's a great movie.
But Steve, go hog wild, buddy.
Oh,
we're going to zone out. Yeah.
guys-
Well, let's call out the Last Dragon poster that Robin leans up against. I've never heard of this movie, but she leans up against it when she's talking about Vicky and stuff. I just want to shout it out because it is a musical martial arts film, and apparently that's a thing. And that's really exciting. And now I feel like I need to see this movie.
You ever seen Anna and the Apocalypse?
No, but is it a musical martial arts?
It's a musical zombie movie.
Nice.
It's so good. Steve,
Hey,
what
it's
else
me.
you got?
I'll just go over the rest of the movies and stuff that I saw at the family video. There's the posters and/or standees. There's a standee.
Standees nuts.
Standees nuts. There's one for the Coca-Cola Kid, Flashdance, Gremlins, Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Man with One Red Shoe, National Lampoon's European Vacation, The Outsiders Again, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Pete's Dragon, Teen Wolf, Weird Science, and Nightmare on Elm Street. Also, I think we called it out last week, but Vecna in general is just a big nod to Nightmare on Elm Street for sure. I saw Twister. I forget who in the background. Someone had. It was at Benny's Burgers. The basketball players must have been playing Twister the night before because it was.
Jason probably coordinated that.
Like it was out. Like he was like, "Oh guys, I know, right hand red.
You boys want to get drunk and play Twister?
Red also.
Oops, I fell.
But it wasn't just like the box in the background. It was like the floor mat was just out.
Jason, why are you always naked when we do this? It makes me more spry.
Yeah.
I'm competitive.
Come on, get in here, bro. It's team building. So music wise, we have Surf Time by the Surf Riders. That's when they are leaving the airport in the beginning, where you get that transition of the kids, and then it moves over to Murray. You Spin Me Round Like a Record by Dead or Alive is playing when they first arrive at Rinkomania.
I always think of the show Spin City when I hear that.
Oh, wow. Good. I haven't thought of that show in a long time. That's a good one. Rock Me Amadeus, The Gold Mix by Falco. That is playing also when Angela's gang specifically arrives to the Rinkomania. Diamond and Emeralds by the Interior Castle is playing when Fred and Nancy are traveling to the Forest Hills Trailer Park in the car. Tarzan Boy by Baltimora is playing when Team Angela approaches 11 and Mike. Oh,
beautiful.
Did you know that song?
It's when you do it, it's beautiful.
I do now.
I love that song. Wipeout by the Safaris, obviously during the boy scene. Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Better. Run away. Such a good song. But that's when the basketball players are hyping themselves up to go get Eddie. And then lastly, Burning Up by Donnell Pittman is playing when 11 beats Angela's face in with a skate.
And it's a great moment. And I stand by it.
Boom.
Well, that brings us to our 11 out of 10 nomination, our favorite performance of this episode. Andy?
This is a difficult one. My gut had said Millie Bobby B for this because I enjoyed so much the trajectory of her swing as she busted up Angela. But I think I'm going to give it to Joseph Quinn because that whole sequence at the end, him playing the manic dog backed into a corner, very powerful, very effective. Loved him.
Cool. Steve?
I'm going to go for a little bit of a choice that I don't know anyone would see coming.
Angela.
Wayne.
No.
Fred.
Actually, Wayne was on my short list because you're right. Like there was a bunch. I was like, everyone's doing fine work, but no one's really like standing out in an exceptional way.
Wayne has the function of that. Don't go down that road.
Yeah, don't go down that road. Vector Cray, I'll say. But I'm actually going to go with Rob Morgan, who plays Police Chief Powell.
Oh,
I'm going to throw him one because he's always been there. He's always been consistent. And I think in this episode, when he first shows up and he sees the crime scene and he's shaken, but then specifically when he's on the phone with that person, he's like,
probably Flo.
I don't know what's going on here. Like, I just like you could hear the.
He leans on Flo.
the
She feeds him, what to do.
Well, he was calling her Frank, I think is what he
That's what he calls her.
Frank. You're Frank, right? Sure. Call me whatever you want, pal. But, I'm going to give it to him because he's always consistent. He's always been there. And I think this is the first episode where I was like, oh, good. I'm glad he's doing more. They're giving him more material to work with.
That's an inspired choice. but I'm going to give it to Joseph Quinn as well. He doesn't have much to do in this episode, but you feel his absence the entire time that he's not there. Like, where was the guy that made this interesting? Like, that was the new thing.
Oh, my buddy.
Yeah. And he's so fucking good when he finally comes back. Love it so much. That is my choice, and I don't regret it.
Great choice.
2 Joe Quinns in a row. But now it's time to step into the Nina. And if you're new here, we covered this show before 3 years ago. And what our mods have done is gone through that original coverage, and they've pulled 5 clips we're going to listen to. We're going to step into Dr. B's Nina, soak our toes, and listen after we watch Angela get hit a few times and try to guess the context in which we said these things.
Can we just keep watching that?
Yeah. We'll turn it off for a second. We'll get back to it.
Andrew, I got a tank of water filled with those fish that nibble on your feet. Do either of you want to partake?
Gross. Don't step on them.
I tried it and thought, ew, not for me. But if you guys wanted to just want you to know, the need is always growing in our
Did you get them from the Fish and Fly?
Yuri's? Yeah. Holy shit. You shop at Yuri's? Let's listen to clip number 1 that the mods have sent.
Don't let that name scare you. It's pretty cool. We got nice benefits. You like dental? You got, vision? We got it. I see your eyeglasses there.
And now if you can get 6 more people to sign up.
It's a pyramid scheme. What?
Vision, dental. So we're talking about benefits for a job.
I don't know if we're necessarily talking about the benefits. Maybe like we're just making fun of the whatever the job is. But what would the job be?
Maybe the paper?
The school paper?
We kind of like, why are they so committed? And
that's I like that. Andy, do you have an idea?
Maybe fucking Yuri's Fish and Fly. What it's like to work there.
Yeah.
Sure. 2 good guesses.
I'm gonna say Rinkomania.
Okay.
Or
just bullying in this town is a full-time job.
That's true. That's actually not bad. All right, let's lock it in. What were we talking about? They write, Fred is having his trauma flashback and Vecna presents himself and says, join me.
Oh.
This leads Steve to a bit where Vecna is trying to pitch his club, the Cult of Vecna.
That's awesome. Because this time you just went with, I'm a good hang.
We have jackets. It's time. What size are you? They run small. Okay, clip number 2.
We got another job for you, see? We pay you $1,000. But you got to look a little rougher, see? You've been drinking. I don't know why they talk like that. 1920s gangsters.
They're
That's how
all
the duffers talk.
That's all who run Hollywood now. Yeah. You want the Netflix contract, see?
Things are about to get stranger.
Maybe when Powell and Callahan are interrogating Jason? None of the rest of that made sense, but that's where my head went at first.
Okay. That's interesting because my head originally went to the paper, like the journalist, we're here. What's the story? What's the police chief going to do about crime in the city?
Because news doesn't sell papes.
Newsies.
That's right.
Sell papes. Andy?
Yeah, maybe something to do with like the newscast that everyone's watching.
I'm going to go with a different take. I'm going to say we're talking a little bit more meta, talking about like Netflix bringing season 4. And it's just,
Okay.
Something like, and I know that's vague, but like it's more.
The whole thing at the end of things got stranger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what they write. During the recap, Kit mentions that we get to see Max's mom, whom we haven't seen since season 2. Kit launches into a 1920s gangster voice to explain how Netflix execs would contact the actress to return to the show. Wow.
You were kind of right. You were the closest for sure.
Man. Did we not see her in season 3? I guess not.
I believe my past self.
Well, clip number 3.
Hello, is this Joyce Byers?
I would like to buy book.
I would like to buy book from letter A to Z. We need letter R.
Almost full collection.
We lost book in Russia. We don't have complete set. We look for it from you, Joyce Byers.
They won't let us have R because it has Russia in it. Or M.
We are still Soviet Union yet.
M for motherland.
Okay.
Dial M for motherland.
Any hoozle. I threw a Hitchcock joke in there. I'm glad I explained that because I was like, why M? That's funny.
I mean, it's the Russians trying to buy encyclopedias from Joyce, right?
It's got to be Joyce talking to Enzo on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Some version of that.
Okay, they write, Murray tells Joyce that the Russians are trying to kidnap and kill her. Kit asks why they would want Joyce, and they come to the conclusion that Russians want a set of encyclopedias but don't want to pay for it. I don't want to pay for it.
I don't want to pay for it.
That's good. All right, clip number 4.
Oh, there's a lot of weird stuff going on around here.
You don't want to go down that road.
You don't want to go down that road.
Some people say that sounds haunted.
And then it cuts to
The Indians use the burial ground till the ground went sour.
I thought it was interesting. The chief, Chief Powell,
Sometimes dead is better.
Chief,
I'm going to keep going.
It's got to be Wayne. Yeah, for sure. We nailed that.
It's
We made the same joke.
It's a part of the show where we did the same thing again.
Yeah.
I just love how I was committing to the bit of just waiting till you start talking to interrupt you. Just to annoy you.
I loved it too.
It's Wayne?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
For sure. Wayne Munson.
They write, discussing what the scene would have been like for Eddie's uncle coming home and there is a poor mangled eyeless corpse on the floor. Andy thinks the reaction would be muted because he is a, quote, chill hillbilly. Kit imagines that he would react and sound like the characters of South Park when they are mimic shows. What is that? I don't understand what that is. That
Mimicking shows, like they do that in South Park where it's the two hillbillies leaning against a fence. Don't want to go down that road.
Oh, okay. That's what that means? Okay. Steve doesn't want to let go of the bit. Okay. There we go. Well, we got it right.
He's committing.
Yeah. Last clip of the episode.
He's a little chunker.
Bye. Goodbye. We're laughing. None of the listeners have seen your dog. It's not funny. They also don't know that you give your dog that British voice. Oh, this is before the Pip and the dog. I'm a fool of a dog.
I'm just a little British boy.
I'm not Tom Holland. I'm a dog.
Daddy, I went wee in me britches.
This is before the Pip and the dog running gag.
Wow.
No one's going to laugh but everyone loves the Pippin voice now.
Yeah.
We made it into a thing. We manifested it. He really wanted to come down to record today. Did you see him when we were coming down here and he was like, let me down there. I thought it was quite mean that 11 hit Angela in the face. I would have just licked her face.
Thoughts.
I love Pippin. They write, it's about the dog. That
Yeah,
Nancy
cute little
sees.
witness.
Yeah. They write, there is a small dog in the trailer park that is seemingly an outdoor-only dog. Steve is concerned and says he has a fear that a hawk will come down and take the small dog. He then says if a hawk ever managed to fly away with Pippin, he earned it because Pippin is a chonker. And I stand by that. That is a real fear, though, as a small dog owner in the Midwest. Like, I'm petrified, especially with Ellie, because Ellie's tiny. And there's like a hawk that looms around our neighborhood. I'm always like, you stay the fuck away. Don't you come and get my little tiny dog.
Yeah, we'd be so sad if he got Ellie.
And thus ends this episode's Nina.
Thank you to our mods for taking the time to find those clips and write those descriptions. We have one last thing to do, and I got to be honest, I talked all that shit. I am eyeing that lemon cake now.
I love how you had a character arc this episode.
Yeah. The thing is, though, you don't get none. So
I get a bite.
You get one bite. Let's see what story we crafted.
It's time for the MadLibs. This is a story that these two jabronis created at the beginning of the episode. Are you ready to hear the story that you crafted titled Adventure Awaits?
Yes.
please.
Those who have basted even a single game of Dungeons and Giraffes, aka D&D, no adventure awaits those who dare to glaze it. Whether you're uncovering crunchy, world-ending testicles, slaying a mad meerkat that is fluffing villagers, or casting a spell to subdue a dragon with 2 tongues, your bravery is sure to be rewarded. You can explore anything from extraordinary dungeons, haunted streets, and mysterious chambers filled with glittering underpants. To even a tight relationship. Speaking of relationships, role-playing or popping your character is a caked up part of the fun.
Hey.
Similar to any adventure, you get what you be into. So look alive. Be wary of anyone who acts a bit too merrily. And onward, Bob Saget! And thus concludes Adventure Awaits.
Love it. Thank you.
Fun. Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, thank you, Jim, for buying us the new book. The 80s one sucked. I hope you enjoyed that coverage. We will be, of course, covering episodes 3 through 9 post haste. And over on the Patreon at patreon.com/streaming things, you can get all of our Game of Thrones coverage up through season 7. We'll be doing season 8 as soon as the live show on the 7th in Cincinnati, Ohio at the Woodward Theater is over. But also, we just covered Speed and 177 other movies. If you want to check those out over there, that's all the time we have for right now. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this was Streaming Things, streaming Stranger Things.
You get what you be into.